This is the IZIP Zuma. It's sort of their cruiser electric bike offering, and it's been updated. The last version had like a big rack right here, and that kept the battery weight up high. The whole frame felt a little less stiff, and it was still a pretty good bike, pretty popular because it was powerful, simple, comfortable. You can see these handlebars are sort of swept back. The saddle's plush. It's really wide. This is the kind of bike you can sit back on and just scoot around, and it offers both pedal assist and twist throttle. Got these oversized sort of balloon style tires front and rear. No suspension, but they offer that same sort of support. So it's a 7-speed system, Shimano, Sarah. We got this big sort of granny gear at extra low gear right there for climbing hills or whatever. It uses these nice trigger shifters up here. Sort of micro shift, standard, out of the way, easy to access. You've got front and rear disc brakes, 160 millimeter. They're mechanical, but it still works pretty well, and that's going to offer you good stopping power. One of the things I love that they've done is included these bosses here, right here for a water bottle cage, and on the back for a rack. So you can add all kinds of stuff, even fenders. There's one for fender there. You can really trick this thing out, or if it's something you're just going to use on sunny days, maybe going to the beach, you can just kind of keep it as is. Comes in a lot of different colors as well, which is neat. And 2 high step sizes and 1 low step size. So, if you're a more petite individual and you just want to make it easier to step on and have a shorter frame, they've got that step through option. They have updated a lot of the firmware from previous generations of IZIP bikes, including this one. You'll notice that there's 12 of these pedal X sensors, these little magnets, right? And having more of those allows them to be more precise in how they deliver power to that motor. So it's smoother. It really feels almost like a torque sensor. It's measuring not just that you're moving at all, on, off, which is sort of the old generation. Now it's actually measuring speed as well, how fast you're pedaling, and then sort of responding incrementally, which is very cool. It's something that, when you ride it, you notice. It's a satisfying feeling, one that it sort of motivates you and empowers you as you ride along. So what's powering you here is a 500 watt geared rear hub motor. Okay, so those gears are going to give you more torque, and they allow the motor to be maybe a little bit smaller and lighter. And they freewheel if you're coasting, so it's not going to create any friction, that kind of thing. It's a pretty decent system, one that's a little torqueier right off the bat, which supports this sort of throttle design. One of the things that I like about all of the IZIP bikes now is that while you're in pedal assist mode, you can actually use the throttle, and it sort of activates the motor up to the amount of power output that you would have gotten in pedal assist. So I don't know, I'll try to do an example. We power this thing on. We can choose between pedal assist or twist and go with this green button. But even though we're in pedal assist, as long as we're pedaling, we can actually use the throttle. And that, kind of like it boosts you in that mode. So it's neat that they kind of give you that option. It's a little bit more advanced. Other cool features of this bike is, it's got the balloon tires, as I mentioned, but it's also got these pre-slimed tubes that are going to be a little bit more durable. If they do get a puncture, they kind of self-seal. It's got this chain guide. It's plastic, but, it still keeps the train on track. And it's got this nice chain guard. So if you've got pants on or something, they're not going to get greasy, right? It's all stuff that it's easy to take for granted, but it does take some extra energy to do that. You can charge this bike, like bring the whole thing in your house if you want. You can charge it up from right here, or the battery is actually removable. So the way you do that, use this quick release like this, and then you grab the whole seat like this, pull up like this. Look at that. The whole thing comes out. Almost got it. Yeah, look at that. Sweet. So there's the battery, and you can see on the underside of it there's another plug connection. So there's an adapter. You can charge this thing on or off the bike. And the seat itself is still adjustable. So you see that right there. There's the seat post, and there's another quick release. So you can make the seat be adjusted at its own individual height, as well as integrating the battery. And I like this design a lot because it keeps the battery all the way down like super low to the ground, central on the frame. Even though you got a little bit of weight in the rear with that, you know, direct drive hub motor, this is a nice balanced design. And they've got a special locking pin that you can, you know, instead of using this quick release, you put the locking pin and it secures the battery in case you want to leave it out. So, you know, lots to dote on with this bike. You know, soft grips and the soft seat. I'm going to go ahead and hop on. The pedals are one area that, you know, they are plastic and they're rubber, and it's not going to give you quite as much grip as like a metal Welgo pedal, but they're a little bit wider than in the past, and you know, it gives you a little bit more area to pedal with. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop on and take it for a little spin. There we go. Got the kickstand down there, and on. It has kind of an auto shut off. Turn it to twist and go. I'm gonna twist that, and you're gonna hear the motor. And you'll notice that I'm just kind of sitting upright, cruising along. You know, my back's not in any, it's not straining me at all. And that's kind of nice. You know, I don't even have to pedal. Or I can set it on pedal assist and check that out. So I'm gonna set the motor up here. So this is the geared hub motor. It's a 500 watt. I'm gonna go ahead and start it up, and you can listen for it and just kind of see how that thing responds as I pedal along. So pretty cool. You can hear it a little bit more because it's geared, but it's also offering a bit more torque, and you know, that's pretty satisfying in the twist throttle mode. So having done a number of test rides on this now, what I found is that it starts off more smoothly and in proportion to how I'm pedaling. It's not startling. It's not like the old style used to be on, off. And when it went on, even at a low mode, that's 0 to, you know, 50% or something. That's kind of jerky. Whereas this new system, it's like sensing, oh, on, but how fast on. And when you start, you know, you're pedaling a bike, you're only pedaling this fast. And so I guess overall, what they've done here is created a bike that still offers, you know, it's a simpler, it's kind of get on, you got the throttle, you've got the pedal assist, but it applies the assistance in a much smoother, less abrupt kind of way. So that's pretty cool. So for more info on this electric bike and others, check out ElectricBikeReview.com. I'll see you there.